Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going over the magic system in more detail. First, let's go over some of the basics. All magic is based on the special blood that mages develop called Ichor. As mages continue to cast more and more spells, their bodies adapt and begin to turn their blood a golden color that allows them to fuel more powerful magic. This means that people without any Ichor in their bloodstream cannot perform magic despite how much training or studying they may complete. Wizards and warlocks solve this problem in essentially the same way, by obtaining Ichor from another being. Most wizards are simply given a small amount of another wizard's blood at the beginning of their training, so that their body can adapt slowly over time and master the ability to control their spells. Warlocks are generally the same, although they receive their Ichor from more powerful beings that they enter pacts with in order to obtain magic. The third type of mage are sorcerers, who were born with Ichor and thus never require an infusion from someone else. In this video, I will just be grouping all three into the category of mage and talking about the commonalities. Every mage has a certain amount of Ichor that they can use to cast spells before they run out and have to wait for their body to produce more. The more a mage casts spells, and the more their body grows in its affinity for Ichor, and will store and produce it more frequently. Ichor does more than just allow mages to use magic. It strengthens their bodies and makes them more resilient and focused. However, there are dangers to using magic. Magic was once pure and relatively harmless to its wielders. However, over time, the well springs of magic have been polluted and corrupted, and in their current states are tainted. These well springs are known as nodes and sit between intersecting ley lines. However, as more and more countries continued to industrialize, they exploited the nodes, building their cities over what was once nature. Verdun in specific was a main offender, as they built factories and choked out the natural streams and greenery that supplied the nodes with pure magic. In the current age, magic has been so warped in most places that the occult blood of mages is tainted. Mages are generally able to deal with this corruption in a few ways, such as purification baths or other rituals. However, if not dealt with, it can lead to mages slowly transforming into monsters. This has led to the creation of many different semi-human creatures, some very much sentient, while others are reduced to hungering abominations. Even with purification, mages will develop many more nerves than non-casters, and will develop a much stronger heart. When Ichor from one creature is transferred into another, the risk of Ichor corruption is even greater. This is why, unless carefully monitored, new mages have a high risk of being mutated. Mages that study transmutation magic are often the most adept at controlling the changes and mutations brought about by Ichor corruption. They often turn themselves into hulking creatures that retain their minds and magic, or oppositely, into perfectly formed humans. I'll have to do some more updated designs on them at some point, but these are some of the concepts for transmutation mages currently. Because Ichor is created by magic being used over a period of time, its properties can be different depending on what spells certain mages favor. For instance, illusion mages will often not actually be mutated by Ichor corruption, but may be driven insane or have flickery or shadowy forms. Also, for this reason, certain bloodlines have different unique abilities that other mages could not replicate unless they were able to obtain some Ichor from that family or mage. This can lead to some mages hunting other mages to consume their blood. Although it is possible to remedy the side effects of stealing and consuming others' Ichor, most mages are underprepared and turn into a sort of vampiric monster that I'll talk about in a different video. Moving on to a slightly different topic, let's talk about the tap rings, which are essentially rune-engraved loops of metal that allow mages to more easily tap into their Ichor. Although they are most commonly rings, there are many variations such as bracelets, and essentially tap rings expand when mages are casting spells and draw a small amount of their blood out to focus the spell they are casting. Tap rings allow mages to draw out more Ichor than normal to cast spells more forcefully. Tap rings are the most common spellcasting focus used by mages and allow them to cast a much wider range of spells without requiring materials. Tap rings are often made out of materials that conduct magic better. Just like true copper is a magic insulator and stops the flow of magic, gemstones, gold, and sodium alloys are very good at conducting magic. Other focuses like the Cinder Mage's staffs can be made out of more durable metals like iron or steel. Although it generally isn't as effective, it is more reliable. Anyway, that's all the basics of magic that I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.